Are you struggling to save money while paying off your debts? In today's world, it's more important than ever to learn how to balance debt repayment and savings. Whether it's a student loan or a mortgage, debt can feel like a heavy burden. But fear not, we're here to guide you through this financial maze. We'll cover practical steps to help you save money without neglecting your debts. So grab a notepad and get ready to take control of your finances. Stay tuned to discover practical steps to saving money while paying off your debts. First things first, you need to understand your financial situation. This isn't just about knowing how much money you have in your bank account. It's about digging deeper and gaining a comprehensive understanding of your financial health. Think about it. How can you effectively pay off your debts if you're not even sure what you owe? It's like trying to navigate through a maze with your eyes closed. You need to first open your eyes to see the full picture. So, where do you start? A good starting point is to make a list of all your debts. Write down who you owe, how much you owe, and the interest rate on each debt. This might seem like a daunting task, especially if you have multiple debts. But trust me, it's an essential step in understanding your financial situation. Once you have this list, you'll have a clear picture of your total debt. You can then prioritize your debts based on the amount and interest rate, which we'll discuss in more detail in the next scene. But understanding your debt is just half the battle. You also need to understand your income and spending habits, and this is where a budget comes in handy. Creating a budget is like plotting a route through that financial maze. It helps you see where your money is going and where you can make adjustments. Start by calculating your total monthly income. Then track your expenses for a month. You'll probably be surprised by how much you spend on unnecessary items. Once you have this information, you can create a realistic budget that includes debt repayment, savings, and necessary expenses. Remember, a budget is not set in stone. It's a flexible tool that can and should be adjusted as your financial situation changes. By understanding your financial situation, you can make informed decisions about how to save and pay off your debts. It's like turning on a flashlight in a dark room. Suddenly, you can see the path clearly and avoid stumbling over obstacles. So, let's turn on that flashlight and start your journey towards financial freedom. Now that you have a clear picture of your finances, it's time to prioritize your debts. Debt, although a word that is often met with dread, is not always a villain in your financial story. In fact, not all debt is created equal. There's good debt and there's bad debt. Good debt can be seen as an investment that will generate long-term income or value. This could be something like a mortgage for a home, an education loan, or a business loan. Bad debt, on the other hand, is something that doesn't increase your wealth and which you can't afford. This could be high-interest credit card debt or a personal loan for a luxury vacation. When it comes to prioritizing your debts, it's generally recommended to focus on your bad debts first, especially the ones with high interest rates. Why, you ask? Simply because the higher the interest rate, the more you'll end up paying over time. Each day that passes, the interest piles up, making your debt grow larger and larger. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, gaining momentum and size with each turn. Let's say you have a credit card debt with a whopping 20% interest rate and a student loan with a 4% interest rate. While both are important to pay off, focusing on the credit card debt first could save you from paying a lot of extra money in interest over time. So, how do you go about this? Start by making a list of all your debts, along with their interest rates, and then arrange them in a descending order, with the highest interest rate at the top. This list is your roadmap. Follow it diligently, and you'll see your debts melt away, one by one. While you're at it, don't forget to keep up with the minimum payments on your other debts. This will help you maintain a good credit score and avoid any additional fees. Remember, not all debt is created equal. Prioritize your debts to make your payments more effective. Scene script. Along with paying off your debts, it's crucial to save money. Let's discuss how to create a savings plan. Think of your savings as a safety net. It's a cushion for unexpected events, like a sudden job loss or a medical emergency. Without savings, these unforeseen circumstances can push you further into debt. So, while you're paying off debts, it's essential to build a savings plan simultaneously. So, how do you create a savings plan? First, you need to set realistic savings goals. Perhaps you want to save 3 months' worth of living expenses, or maybe you're aiming for a down payment on a house. Whatever your goal is, make sure it's achievable and aligns with your financial situation. Once you've set a goal, calculate how much you need to save each month to reach it. Divide your total savings goal by the number of months you have to save. This gives you a monthly savings target. Remember, it's okay to start small. Even if you're only able to save a small percentage of your income at first, it's a step in the right direction. Next, automate your savings. Most banks offer automatic transfers between your checking and savings accounts. Set it up so that a portion of your paycheck goes directly into your savings account. This way, you're saving money without even thinking about it. Another tip is to keep your savings in a high-yield savings account. These accounts offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts, helping your savings grow faster. Lastly, review your savings plan regularly. Your financial situation may change, and so should your savings plan. If you get a raise or pay off a significant debt, adjust your savings plan accordingly. Remember, the key to a successful savings plan is consistency. Stick to your plan no matter what. It might be challenging at times, but the peace of mind that comes with having a financial cushion is well worth it. A savings plan is your roadmap to financial security while paying off your debts. I seen script. Next, take a hard look at your expenses. Can you see any areas where you could cut back? The key to identifying unnecessary expenses is to first understand what constitutes a need and a want. Needs are expenses that are essential for your survival and well-being. These include food, housing, utilities, healthcare, and transportation. Wants, on the other hand, are things that enhance your life but aren't necessary for your survival or functionality. Now, let's dive into some practical tips on how to cut these unnecessary expenses from your budget. First, scrutinize your subscriptions. Are you really watching all those streaming services? Or could you perhaps share a subscription with a friend? Remember, every dollar saved here is a dollar freed for paying down your debt. Next, evaluate your dining habits. Eating out and ordering delivery can be quite a drain on your wallet. Try cooking at home more often. It's not only cheaper but also healthier. Also, consider packing your lunch for work instead of buying it. Another area to look at is your shopping habits. Impulse buys can add up over time. So before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? Give yourself a cooling off period of at least 24 hours before purchasing anything that's not a necessity. Don't overlook small daily expenses like that daily latte or the occasional lottery ticket. These may not seem like much, but they add up over time. Try making your coffee at home and save that lottery money. Lastly, consider negotiating or switching services for things like insurance, internet, and phone plans. Often you can get a better deal just by asking or shopping around. It's important to remember that cutting expenses doesn't mean depriving yourself. It's about making smarter choices that align your spending with your values and goals. This way, you can enjoy your life now and also prepare for a debt-free future. By cutting unnecessary expenses, you can free up more money to save and pay off your debts. So, saving money while paying off debts might seem challenging, but it's definitely achievable. And we've delved into that in this conversation today. Let's do a quick recap of what we've discussed. Firstly, understanding your financial situation is crucial. It's like getting a clear map before you embark on a journey. Knowing where you stand financially, what you earn, what you owe, and where your money goes, provides you with the necessary insights to make informed decisions. Secondly, prioritizing your debts. Not all debts are created equal. Some might be more urgent, while others might have a higher interest rate. Identifying these and paying them off in a strategic order can save you from unnecessary financial stress. Thirdly, creating a savings plan. This is the blueprint of your financial journey. It helps you determine how much you can realistically save while still covering your necessary expenses and debt payments. Fourthly, cutting unnecessary expenses. It's about making smart choices and distinguishing between wants and needs. Every penny saved is a penny that can be used to pay off your debts. And there you have it. The road to financial freedom might seem long, but remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So, take that step today. Start implementing these strategies and watch as your financial situation improves. Remember, every small step you take towards saving money and paying off your debts brings you closer to financial freedom. Start today.